The moon might be hiding a secret that NASA doesn't want you to know. The moon. Silent, mysterious, and hiding secrets we were never meant to uncover. From unexplained lights to bizarre structures, strange anomalies continue to defy logic. NASA's silence only deepens the mystery. What are they not telling us? And more importantly, what's lurking on the dark side of the moon? The mysterious sounds recorded on the moon. In 1969, Apollo 10 astronauts heard something strange while orbiting the moon's far side. A bizarre whistling sound coming through their headset. With no contact from Earth, the crew was left puzzled. The recordings were classified for decades until NASA finally released them in 2016. NASA claimed the sounds were caused by radio interference between the lunar and command modules. But if this was expected, why were the astronauts so confused? These sounds could indicate an unknown presence or structure beneath the lunar surface. Adding to the mystery, China's Chang'e 4 rover, which landed on the far side of the moon, recorded low-frequency radio signals that scientists still struggle to explain. Unlike Earth, the moon's airless surface should be silent. So what's creating these noises? Another theory suggests that the moon might be hollow or artificially structured, amplifying certain frequencies. While this idea is controversial, reports of strange lunar activity persist. Could something be hidden beneath the surface that NASA doesn't want us to discover? Apollo 10. Astronauts heard eerie music on the far side of the moon. The moon's strange seismic activity. The moon is supposed to be a lifeless, inactive rock, yet something strange is beneath its surface. NASA's Apollo seismic experiments from 1969 to 1977 detected unusual moonquakes, some lasting up to 10 minutes. Much longer than earthquakes. What's even more bizarre, some of these moonquakes originate from deep inside the moon, not just from surface impact. This suggests the moon might have a molten core or even an unknown internal structure that scientists still can't explain. In 2019, NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter captured images of recent geological shifts on the moon's surface. These shifts suggest the moon is still contracting and changing despite being billions of years old. Some researchers believe this could mean an unknown energy source beneath the surface, potentially linked to ancient or artificial structures. The mystery deepens when considering the moon's unusual density and composition. Some theories propose that the moon is partially hollow or contains large underground caverns that could be artificially made. If this were true, it would challenge everything we know about its formation. Could NASA's Apollo missions have discovered something buried beneath the moon's crust? Something they don't want the world to know. The evidence suggests that the moon is far more active and mysterious than we've been led to believe. The unexplained lunar structures. For decades, NASA and other space agencies' images have revealed bizarre moon structures that defy explanation. From tower-like formations to what appear to be pyramidal shapes, these anomalies have sparked countless theories. One of the most famous discoveries is the so-called shard and tower, photographed during the Apollo 10 mission. This enormous structure, estimated to be several miles high, casts a shadow over the lunar surface. If natural, it would be unlike any known geological formation. Then there's the lunar dome, a mysterious, symmetrical shape captured by multiple probes, resembling an artificial construct rather than a natural rock formation. Some speculate it could be a remnant of an ancient civilization or even an extraterrestrial outpost. Adding to the intrigue, amateur astronomers have repeatedly reported flashes of light and strange reflections coming from the moon's surface. Could these be evidence of underground activity or artificial structures catching the sun's light? NASA has never provided a satisfying answer to these anomalies. Instead, many images featuring these structures have conveniently disappeared or been dismissed as optical illusions. Suppose these formations were just tricks of light and shadow. Why has there been a consistent pattern of such sightings across different missions and space agencies? Is it possible that the moon isn't just a barren wasteland, but a place where something or someone was once active? The moon's unusual orbit and composition. The moon is unlike any other natural satellite in our solar system. Its orbit, size, and composition raise serious questions about its origin, questions NASA has never fully answered. For starters, the moon's orbit is strangely perfect. Earth's moon has a near-perfect circular orbit, unlike most moons with elliptical orbits. This is highly unusual for a natural object and suggests it may have been placed there deliberately. Could the moon be an artificial construct? Then there's the issue of its density and composition. When Apollo 12 and Apollo 13 sent seismic waves through the moon, NASA discovered something shocking. The moon rang like a bell for hours. This suggests the moon might be partially hollow, something that doesn't happen with naturally formed celestial bodies. Moreover, the moon's chemical composition doesn't match Earth's mantle, which contradicts the mainstream theory that it formed from Earth's debris. Some of its materials, like certain isotopes, are far older than Earth. Where did they come from? Another mystery is the unusually high quantities of rare metals like titanium and uranium on the moon. These elements are often associated with advanced technology and are not commonly found on other moons in the solar system. Could this be evidence of an ancient, unknown event? Or even an artificial design? NASA has never provided a clear answer, but the moon's strange properties continue to defy scientific explanation. Strange lights and lunar transient phenomena. For centuries, astronomers have reported seeing mysterious flashes of light from the moon. These unexplained glows, known as lunar transient phenomena, LTP, appear as brief bursts of illumination, often red or blue, sometimes lasting minutes or even hours. One of the most famous cases occurred in 1969 when Apollo 11 astronauts reported seeing light flashes from the moon's surface. NASA's official explanation, they blamed it on cosmic rays hitting the astronauts' eyes. However, that doesn't explain why Earth-based telescopes have captured similar events for centuries. More recently, modern telescopes have continued spotting these luminous phenomena. In 2019, astronomers at the Julius Maximilians University in Germany recorded multiple instances of these glowing lights, often appearing in the same locations. This suggests the moon might have an energy source or even hidden activity beneath its surface. Some scientists have theorized that gas emissions from underground lunar caverns could be causing these lights. However, others believe they could be signs of advanced technology or structures reflecting sunlight unexpectedly. Despite decades of observation, NASA has never provided a solid explanation for these strange occurrences. If the moon is just a dead rock, why does it continue to display these bursts of energy? Could they be evidence of something NASA doesn't want us to know? The mystery of moonquake. The moon is supposed to be a dead, geologically inactive rock. Yet, NASA has detected mysterious seismic activity, moonquakes shaking its surface. Unlike earthquakes, which are caused by tectonic plate movements, the cause of these lunar tremors remains a mystery. During the Apollo missions, NASA placed seismometers on the moon's surface, expecting minimal activity, but what they found was shocking. Moonquakes were occurring regularly, some registering as high as 5.5 on the Richter scale, strong enough to crack buildings if they happened on Earth. Even strangers, some moonquakes originate deep beneath the surface, where no natural geological activity should exist. Unlike Earth, the moon lacks active volcanoes and tectonic plates. So what is causing these deep tremors? One theory suggests that these quakes might be evidence of underground structures or cavities shifting. Some scientists even speculate that these quakes could be linked to hidden underground activity, perhaps an ancient base or an unknown energy source buried beneath the surface. NASA has acknowledged the quakes, but has provided no real explanation for their origin. If the moon is lifeless and inactive, why does it keep shaking? What's lurking beneath its surface that we shouldn't know about? What is NASA hiding? With so many unexplained anomalies on the moon, mysterious lights, underground quakes, and bizarre structures, one question remains. Why is NASA avoiding these discoveries? Over the years, former NASA employees and whistleblowers have come forward, claiming that high-resolution images of the moon have been altered before being released to the public. Some say specific images have been blurred, edited, or classified to hide the truth. One shocking revelation came from Ken Johnston, a former NASA contractor, who alleged that Apollo mission photos originally contained evidence of artificial structures, but these details were quietly removed. Similarly, astronomers working with satellite imagery have reported seeing strange towers, domes, and unexplained objects, only for these images to later disappear from official records. Even more suspicious is NASA's reluctance to return to the moon. After the last Apollo mission in 1972, NASA never sent astronauts back despite having the technology. Instead, future lunar projects have been continuously delayed. What could be so dangerous or important that NASA refuses to explore further? Some believe the answer is simple. We are not alone. Whether the moon holds remnants of an ancient civilization, hidden bases, or something even more shocking, the truth remains buried until NASA finally reveals what it knows. The moon will continue to be one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Closing remark. The moon has always been a source of mystery, but the more we explore it, the more unanswered questions arise. From strange lights and unexplained quakes to hidden structures and missing NASA data, there seems to be something we aren't supposed to know. Why do these anomalies exist if the moon is just a barren rock? Is NASA keeping secrets from us? One thing is clear. The more we uncover, the more questions emerge. So, what do you think? Could there be something hidden on the moon that we were never meant to find? Let us know in the comments below.